Today we play Golem and Mamoswine. Actually, I was planning on showcasing a Goodra deck today, but quite a few OGs had the same idea yesterday, and my Goodra deck was fairly similar to theirs, but then I realized, this isn't just a Goodra deck, this is a deck recipe that can work with a lot of other tanks as well. So I put that theory to the test and adopted the deck for Golem and Mamoswine. The premise is simple: get your tank evolved and charged up in the active spot, put a heavy helmet on it, 2 Indeedees on the bench, and have a Lillie or 2 ready for good measure. If you managed to get that far, congrats, your Pokemon is now pretty much unkillable. I chose to go with Golem and Mamoswine here, but you can try this deck recipe with a lot of other tanks as well. So here's a few more options that you can try, though some will definitely be better than others. In today's decks, we toy with immortality. By combining inherently bulky Pokemon with Indeedee and Heavy Helmet, we can make our favorite tanks pretty much unkillable, even when going up against Megas. However, this strategy can be very rough to get consistently. These Pokemon are very slow, and often enough you will have to make sacrifices along the way. I've tried a lot of variations. Some of my favorite tweaks involved playing around with Chingling to make your copycats better, or Ice Cube to stall backed up by Indeedees while having a low retreat cost, but ultimately, they all felt somewhat the same with their own strengths and weaknesses. But I'm sure you can still optimize these decks further depending on your preferences and the matchups you go up against the most, so feel free to make any tweaks, and let me know what changes you've made. In any case, these decks can be really fun when they work, and sometimes even when they don't. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, hype, and consider subscribing for more fun off-meta decks. Is there any card you want to see played? Let me know in the comments and I'll build a deck around it. With that said, check these decks out in action and enjoy the games. Alright. Against Mana Fade's not ideal. It's gonna take a lot of advantage of not being able to retreat. They're gonna just be able to have as much energy as they want. But I think I'm gonna take on that challenge. As long as it's not a Greninja that can snipe me with Cyrus. Okay, I'm not really scared of EVs. Honestly, even Mega Gyarados is not necessarily an issue. As long as I get my board set up, I get my card draw and such. Do I go for the second Indeedee already? I'm gonna go for it. Yeah, maybe this version with Regirock, because I was using Chingling. Maybe the version with Regirock needs Lyra, so that I can retreat it in case my opponent can snipe the bench. There's 2 energies. Kinda rough. Yeah, I wonder what EVs they are even running and why they would run the EX one. Okay. Do I go? I'm gonna go with research. And start powering up the Regirock. Yeah, my Mega Gyarados still one-shots it, but that's okay. Let's go. Oh man, both Lilies. Oof. That's awful. Discarding both Lilies is not what I want to see. But let's see, they need to heal. I mean, Irida is enough, really. Maybe I was too greedy with that energy on Regirock. I mean, this does deal a lot of damage, but still not quite enough. So they will have to switch out. And that second Gyarados isn't ready. Unless they have Elemental Switch. Secondary, I'm not sure what that's supposed to accomplish. Let's see. This gives me more time to heal. And they already used both Gyarados. The second one was pretty darn wasteful. So again, I'm gonna take 90 damage, go down to 60, then heal for 40, go up to 100. Okay, so they have all the energy they need now. Right, but I can still attack 2 more times. They would need a Giovanni here. Right? Now it would be the time for the second Iridium, but they wasted it, so that's not gonna lead them anywhere. Yeah, if only I had not discarded both Lilies and the rare candy. There we go. GG. Alright, so in one of my earlier versions, I was running Ice Cube because like it's an 80 HP basic, one of the new Pokemon we got, water type. It has 80 HP, but then it has an ability that if it is at full health, it takes minus 40 damage from attacks. And that's really funny because something attacking you for like 80 damage deals 40 to the Ice Cube. It's a pretty awful hand. Do I even go directly for the copycats? Do I wait one more turn? Anyway, it's funny because if something like Mega Absol attacks Ice Cube, deals 40 damage to the Ice Cube, but then with the 2 Indeedees, you heal it back up to 80 HP. So meaning like even a Mega Absol basically deals 0 damage to Ice Cube. And this can be nice to buy you a lot of time. But also feels extremely situational. Maybe not extremely. It's just one more basic, which kind of interferes with getting your basics set up properly with the Pokeballs and such. It can be rough. So okay, I'm gonna go with the copycat now. May is kind of perfect. Clean out the deck out of another basic there. And yeah, at this rate, I'll just sacrifice the Indeedee, because I think I can kind of face tank everything with the lone Mamoswine. Maybe, let's see, let's see. It'll definitely be rough, especially, I mean, if they come in with a Cyrus, at least I can use the Indeedee. So yeah, they would probably just finish the Indeedee like this. So right now I'm taking -40. Means I'm better off attacking with Piloswine. Right, maximum they can do is 40 damage, 20 from Suicune and 20 from Greninja. I guess the question is, do I play anything? I want to play a supporter just to start to play around Mars. Or the research, maybe just a May. Right, it doesn't really matter too much anymore. Just gonna go in with the Piloswine, attack for 60, put it in range of Mamoswine. They probably have Irida, but it's worth a try. Okay, but copycat means no healing. Right, so I'm even fine with that. This could be Greninja EX. And it is. Certainly deals more damage than Suicune at the moment. So I still prevent 40, that's a total of 80 damage. I need to come in with the Lillie. Maybe I should have gone with research after all. Yeah, let's try to go with this. Now I take -50 from Greninja, so that's a total of 70. Still quite a bit. They would need to retreat this Greninja. Ooh, especially Lillie top deck. That's checkmate, I think. This Mamoswine is invincible right now. Suicune effective damage 40. So I take 0 from Suicune. That's beautiful. All right, let's just continue putting energy on it. GG. Okay. I'm tempted to copycat. With both copycats in the hand. Unfortunately, you redraw Lillie. But okay. At least I have this now. Alright, that's really bad. Research, maybe we can still... Okay. This is almost kind of ready. I think I need to retreat Indeedee next turn. Yeah, I guess they just come in with Blaziken, which can make sense. I guess not too risky. But yeah, let's see. One Indeedee will have to do. I'm gonna go ahead with this. They will probably have the flame torches. Yeah, Entei can still take a hit there, which is pretty rough. Oh, they go straight for Entei. Well, maybe they do have... they will have a second flame patch, though. As much as I want to copycat, feels too risky. But I'm gonna risk it because I would need a second Lillie anyway. Yeah, far from ideal. They just need the flame patch and the Blaziken. I think they would have used it last turn, but apparently they will go for it now. Still alive. Healing from the burn is pretty good too. Let's see. So they can't really attack with this Blaziken anymore. Okay, now they can. And this is basically 90 damage. Yeah, but now with the minus 50, I'm just gonna take too much damage. Yeah, that's rough. That's really rough. It's not gonna be enough now. right? I basically have 130 and they do 140, so that's just enough for them. Yeah, like Blaziken is just a bit too fast, especially if you don't get the right start. Like starting with Indeedee was just the worst because any of the others would have been much better. I could more easily sacrifice a Geodude. I wouldn't care about a Geodude. Regirock would have saved a lot of time as well. Alright, against Charmander. Really dangerous. I wish I could get the Mantike right now. Okay, it's actually perfect. I have the stage 1 and the stage 2 as well. But alright, those teams are probably, yep. And then I would like another basic to play around Sabrina. Otherwise I would lose right after. There's a Pokeball. But it's not a non-EX, which is kind of what I needed. Pretty much need to use a Mantike again. Okay, I am gonna sacrifice one Indeedee. Not ideal in the slightest. Let's try to go with this. Kind of go with Copycat as well. Try to get not only the Lillies again, but also the heavy helmet. But yeah, if they have another Sabrina, then I'm screwed. Do I survive this? It's 150 minus 30, so I should. So they were holding on to more than one basic in hand. I guess trying to play around Sabrina. Okay. There we go, surviving a Charizard. Then I'm gonna start building the second Mamoswine. Right, just Lillie this up. This Moltres is not anywhere near ready. And the second Zard is probably not drawn yet. Still have that heavy helmet. I can try to go with a Copycat. Still have another research as well. And they can't even attack this turn. There you go. GG. Okay. This feels rough. I'm gonna try to get the Graveler. Perfect. So yeah, this can work because I'm going second. Mega Gyarados though. Yeah, Greninja is still a problem. Greninja with Cyrus. I'd pretty much prefer it for it to be the Greninja EX. Because then I can try to go the tanking route. Oh. Okay, does this help me? Is this gonna deal 80 damage? With this, I'm at 100. So I'm gonna go with Brock first. They can't really finish me off. So this Sabrina honestly helped me because I had no proper way of getting the Indeedee out of the active spot before it got knocked out. So I was already prepared to sacrifice the Indeedee. And without the other Greninja, I don't have to be afraid of Cyrus. Copycat could still be good. Because I still need that heavy helmet. But Gyarados is still far from being ready. Could be okay here. This Lillie can be enough. I'm not sure what the center lady is supposed to do, but alright. Okay, let's go for this. But I'm still not in the clear though, because they might still have another Proki. So, well, if they play like a second Magikarp, then I really want to put more basics on the board. Okay, suppose this is being played on the Gyarados. Okay, so this is only 70 damage. Still not enough. Soon enough, I'll have that second Indeedee. And waiting for the opponent to return. Does Golem make them rage quit? Ah, they're back. Okay, but I still survive another attack. They might still have another Misty, I suppose. But they can't attack with anything else right now. Irida also doesn't really accomplish anything, so... Irida and Center Lady. This doesn't seem like an easy deck in terms of deck space. With a stage 2, a stage 1, a couple of Suicunes, a lot of healing, Sabrina. Their list seems super ambitious. Nah, so now I'm waiting for them to return again. Now it seems for real. Alright, opponent rage quits. That's another win for Golem. GG.